Hi, friend. Good evening. Oh, gosh. Find 8 old books and run to the exit door and escape from Slenderina. Pick up the keys to unlock locked doors. Books and keys can be anywhere, so look thoroughly. Turn around as soon as you see Slenderina, otherwise the game is over. WAS to move, mouse to look, E to interact, and escape to change the sensitivity of the mouse. Okay, oh goodness, there's multiple levels to play through. We can have some fun with this. Oh gosh. Let's go for medium. Let's just go middle of the road. We're not going to do a Saber Beast brutal mode. Everything has to be as hard as physically possible, and I have to spend the rest of my life on this. But, we might just, have a little bit of fun. Maybe at the end, put everything on maximum difficulty, just for the fun of seeing exactly how quickly I can get my butt vaporized by this monster. Whatever this monster is. Slenderina? Slenderini? I don't know. Anyway, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to something called Slenderina the Cellar, which I'm going to change to... I'm going to change to Slenderini in the Cellar, because... Now, are those particles of dust, or are those eyes? I'm going to assume they're particles of dust. And everything's going to be fine. Okay, so I've never actually played a Slenderman game before. Despite my love of, I was going to say terrible indie horror games. I'm doomed! No, everything's fine as it transpires. I thought we were going to have a vanish and the bad guy would spawn behind you as soon as you reach a dead end. I presume then if it's got multiple levels it's not randomized. But no, I've never actually played a Slenderman game before, and I don't really know how they work. I get the distinct impression that you're supposed to walk around a sort of a forest. One key is used. Thank you. So do the keys not go to specific doors then? That was cheap, but surprisingly effective. I guess because we haven't actually seen anything spooky yet, so I'm a little bit on edge. But, what was I talking about? Am I going to reuse my Narnia joke here again? No? No, apparently not. Okay. Sorry, that's thrown me a little bit. Yeah, I think in a Slenderman game, the idea is that you wander around a forest and you collect 8 pages. But now we seem to be collecting books. And is there a bloodstain over there? There is, isn't there? And we're not being followed by Slenderman, we're being followed by Slenderina. And I have no idea what or whom Slenderina is. She could be an established character. I don't even know if Slenderini is a she. Is that Slenderini? I thought Slenderini was the character on the menu screen that looked more like a spider. But maybe I'm wrong. No, I'm wrong. Okay, that was the thing on the menu screen. Now I'm confused. There's more baddies than one. Oh gosh. I can't say bad guys. I have to say bad gals, I suppose. I don't have a freaking clue what I'm talking about. Can't make some slack, I'm a bit nervous. Giddy aunt. This is fun though, I like this. There's just enough atmosphere to keep it a little bit creepy. Just enough atmosphere. And 8 seems to be a nice sort of number to work with for something like this. Because, I see a book. Because, it's not so many that it takes forever to get it done, but it's also not so few that you race through the game in 5 minutes and avoid all of the potential spooks. Do you know what this also reminds me of? I don't know what was the game called Granny? I think it was called Granny. It was a game where you were walking in the forest and you were hit over the back of the head by a random old woman who then drags you off to her boudoir, and then you have to escape and you have to get like various different items, like you can mend up a car or you can like bust out of the front door, that kind of thing. This reminds me very much of that for some reason. Something about the atmosphere, the little bobble of the little wobble of the character as they move around, the music, the feel of the game. There's just something that's sort of screaming Granny at me. And screaming granny at me is not a way that I normally like to spend my Tuesday afternoons. But such is life when we live on YouTube. We never quite know what's going on. Okay, I don't have a sprint, which is probably for the best, because I'm guessing that Slenderina has a heck of a pair of ears on her. Okay, I think I've been this way before. I think I've explored most of this wing of the house, or the cellar, as it were. So I think I need to head back to the beginning. Yes, and head through one of these doors. Yes, let's try the other side. Hopefully this will be like a separate part of the cellar, and we can find some more things. Die! Wow. There's variety, which is something that is so often and so sorely lacking in indie horror games, is variety of spooks. But so far, I've been jumped, what, 4 times? And it hasn't been the same spook yet. Which is great, it's fantastic. I love seeing that. Could this actually be the game that convinces me that Itch.io still has fun things to play? Because, I don't know if I've mentioned this already, but I'm slowly coming to a sort of a realization that most of the stuff on Itch.io, and this is probably something which most people realized years ago, but most of the stuff on Itch.io isn't really there for the sake of... Okay, she didn't hurt me this time. Okay, I don't quite get how the mechanics of all of this works yet. But what do it matter? It don't. The light's going to come back on and she's going to be standing right in front of me. Am I dead? Get the distinctive break. I'm dead! No, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. My tongue is tied up in a knot. Oh, goodness. Shake on. No, I'm not. Stop it. How are you this good? How are you this good at what you do? I'm confused. Okay, that one was a little bit too soon after the last one. Maybe it's randomized which, cupboards and doors she's behind so that it's not always the same, which would be good. But obviously that level of randomization does occasionally lead to doubling up of scares, which can hamper their effectiveness a little bit. But okie dokie, we're really close. We only need to get one more, and I've got plenty of keys. That shouldn't slow me down. And it's been balanced quite well so far that I haven't found a door that I wanted to go through, but I couldn't because I didn't have a key, and that annoyed me. So gladly that hasn't happened. So it seems like it's relatively well balanced, relatively intuitively thought out. Now I want to come back, yes, here to the beginning bit. I want to go through this front door, because while I feel this is dangerous, because if there was anywhere she was going to be, it would be here. But I have the last book. Now run to the exit door. I want to know what's in that other door, but I also kind of don't. Congratulations! You managed to find all the missing books. Yay! I enjoyed that. It was brilliant. I don't know what's happened to my voice, but I enjoyed that. Can I play a different level? So we'll go with medium again, because that was a nice balance of spookiness and murder. So I'm curious, is it just a different layout of rooms, or is there more to it than that? I'd really like it if the mechanics develop a little bit, or things change. Things are a little different in this level to past levels. That would be really cool. That would be really nice, because this game has done an awful lot right so far. It's got a variety of spooks. It's got nicely balanced mechanics. Hello, I see you. Don't slam the door in my face, madam. That's extremely rude. Don't do that. That's very naughty. Yeah. I'm enjoying this very much. Aha! There was a book in the cupboard. That's happened 4 times, and it still manages to get you. Which is great. I like that. It's very effective. Okay, I think we've seen everything that way, so let us go this way instead. What do we have here? A bathtub? Somebody had a bath in some barbecue sauce. Ooh, some beer. Brilliant. I don't know why I said that. I hate beer. That's not the point. It's booze. Potentially. Or, you know, it could just be full of dead rats. I don't discriminate. But I do constantly scream by that. Which shouldn't be. It shouldn't be scaring me this much at this point. But I guess taking a couple of days off from making recordings to do an exam, get the house in order was oh goodness. Yeah, so it is keeping these a little bit different. It seems like the mechanics are the same, but the environment is nicely fresh. Got a few more bits and pieces of furniture. I don't know what that was, and I don't care to find out. I'm just going to have a little walk down here if you don't mind. I'm a bit, you know, stiff knees and all. On a stretch amount of it. Oh, gosh. I was just thinking to myself, is that in real life or is that in the game? I think it's gone. I'm not convinced that it's gone. Not by any stretch of the imagination. I don't know which way I come from now. So there's a new bad guy. There's not just like the floating two-armed corridor cleaver, and also Madame Tall Jaw herself. There's also some legless loon lurking around. Nice. I'm pressing the wrong button. That's less nice. So, what I'm going to guess is that the legless loon's mechanic... Stop doing it, you stupid woman. The legless loon's mechanics... It seems like she moves in straight line... Oh gosh, I'm dead, 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 I'm so dead! Was she gone? Okay, she gone. Okay, well that puts a hole in my theory. I thought she was going to be like, because she seems like moving straight lines. I assumed she was going to like go down a corridor, and if you could like get out of the corridor, like turn a corner before she reaches you, you'd be alright. But it didn't seem to work that way. They aren't. My foot got caught on the step. I thought there was something wrong, so I turned to have a look, make sure everything was alright, and she murdered me. Very mean of her. I suppose it's not very neighbourly. I'm just here, looking for some shelter in the wind. In the snow! Oh, goodness. And she murdered me. I mean, sure, I have broken into her home, and I'm stealing all her library books. She's going to have to pay some very big overdue fees. I don't intend to send them back. Do you know how much postage is in this day and age? What's that? Oh, I think that's the exit sign that we started with. Some tyres. Tyres! I think we could make a car out of these. Yes, if I stick those tyres onto one of those cupboards and sort of sit in it and sort of push myself down a hill, I could go go-kart racing, which would be far more cheerful than this horror. This is fun. I mistook that for somebody's arm. As it transpires, 'twas just a door handle. Okay, right. Don't quite know where I've been. There's not like a map or anything, is there? No, M and Tab don't seem to do anything, and the control scheme didn't mention anything about a map. Didn't mention anything about suspiciously long corridors either. Ooh, goodness! Goodness gracious me, what happened here? Somehow a horrifying travesty has occurred. Somebody's knocked all the doors off. This wasn't me, Slenderina, I promise. It must have been somebody else. Someone who's not a good neighbor. Oh, goodness, what's going on? Oh, no, this again. No, I'm not going to... No, I'm not going to be scared. I'm not gonna get scared by someone who's got a pair of red moons for eyes. Eyes, 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 eyes. Think I'd better shut up before I get myself in any more trouble. I don't think she likes me very much. Which I can't say I blame her, you know, I'm a rather obnoxious sort. I mean, I've been nattering on for the past quarter of an hour, barely stopping for 2 seconds, but that's not the point. It's not the point. Ugh. You vain person. Can I have this lantern? No. Getting a painting of yourself. My word, that's brilliant. Seriously, I don't know who made this game. I don't know if they are the maker of the Granny game. It's not called the Granny game. I think it's just called Granny. You know what I mean. The game that's called Granny. If they made this as well, then my giddy aunt, what a... This is excellent. This is truly marvelous. I'm greatly enjoying this. I'm greatly nervous as well. But okay, I think the barbecue bathtub wasn't far from the exit. Just got to find it. Okay, I think it's this way. Maybe not. Maybe. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You'll shout when it hits you. Yes, indeed. You'll really wish you had a sprint. Stop getting stuck on things. You can do better than that. We did it! Congratulations, you managed to find all the missing books. She's very upset about something, isn't she? I mean, I'm leaving. I mean, I thought she'd be happy. She clearly doesn't like me very much. Maybe she's upset that I got away with the books. The great book heist. Right. On to level 3, the third basement in this trifecta of academic storage device, knowledge storage device pilfering. That worked. See, it's little things like that, right? It's little things like that that can restore a man's faith in the indie game market. Oh, and we got bendy corridors now! Like bendy buses! I don't know why I'm so excited about this concept of bend. The door is locked. It's also the first locked door that I've come to that I didn't have a key for. But that's alright. I'll get by. This door is locked as well. Ah, but there's a book here. Good thing it was locked, otherwise I wouldn't have noticed it, and then I would have felt like an idiot. Good thing that didn't happen. And it definitely didn't happen for the 11 hours I spent doing my exam yesterday. That's not the point. Shut up. It's little touches like putting her in the painting or on the screen. Or having a hand come out of a bin. Oh, it's creativity. It's exciting. It's different. It keeps things new and fresh. It's all I've ever wanted from a horror game. I feel like I don't know if it's just me, but I think when she's jump scaring me, my screen's getting a lot redder than it used to. It used to get a bit red, now it's getting quite a lot red. I think she does a little bit more damage, despite the fact that I've kept the difficulty the same level the whole way through. And don't worry, yes, I'm going to do a hard mode in a bit. I think that she's doing more damage. What's interesting, I haven't found any keys. I'm just wondering if I'm missing them. Like, you know, they're like on desks or amongst the grime and grunge, and I have yet to notice them. But, yeah. I don't know if there's going to be an inactivity killer in this. I feel like... Ooh, here's a key. I feel like that would be a thing they might put in here, because obviously you're going to jump out of the toilet. No. You didn't. You bends. The bane of all slender copying critters. Oh, goodness. I may be in a pickle. I may be in a right pickle. Although actually, I think if I go back down this bendy corridor, there were more doors the other way, weren't there? More doors in here? Yes, here we are. What was I talking about? I have no idea. I've completely lost my train of thought. Please have some more keys somewhere. I'm running very low on keys. Good. not convinced I like that. Not convinced I can't shut that door either. Not convinced I like that either. I remember what I was talking about. I was talking about an inactivity killer. Sorry. I'm trying my... I know I'm going to go off on a tangent here about not going off on tangents, which is going to be a certain... Well, not a level of irony, but a certain level of... What's the word? Hypocriticalness. I've noticed a lot in editing over the past year that I have a horrible tendency of losing my train of thought. I'll start talking about something, I'll get 3 sentences into it, it needs 6 sentences of explanation, but I don't get there because I get distracted by something in the game or something else, and I lose my train of thought, and it's really annoying. And it's annoying for me in editing, and I know what I was going to say, because I remember what I was talking about. It must be even worse for you. Well, oh, you were hiding a key, you naughty lady. It must be even worse for you watching, because you don't know what I was talking about, because you are fortunate enough to not be stuck in this brain with me. And yes, I'm trying my absolute best to stop doing that, to be more mindful of what I'm talking about so that I don't lose my train of thought as much. I'm trying my best to do that. But anyway, to return to the tangent, return to the thing I was talking about before I went off on a pair of tangents. I think you're trying to send me off on another one, madam. Good thing I remember how to find the equation of a line for a tangent. Good, now I can get out of here. Tangents. Inactivity killers. This game seems like the kind of game where it would have an inactivity killer. Because it seems like each jump scare doesn't do permanent damage. It just does like temporary damage, and if you stand still for a little while, you can wait out the, like, bloodstained effect. Oh, I didn't see that room. Shame I didn't get to explore the entire hospital. At least I think it was a hospital. But, yeah, might have an activity killer to prevent you from just standing around and waiting for, her to murder you. But let's go back into level 3, because I didn't get to see all of level 3. Let's show you a little bit more of it, if possible. I want to see it as well. So let's go for hard mode. Let's see what this is all about, shall we? Right. I don't need any more books. Still need 8 books. I'm going to assume that the locations of the keys will be randomized. But, I'm tense. Oh no, I think there was a key here before. And there's a book here before as well. Maybe they're not randomized. Maybe they're kept the same. I'm going down this way now, which I didn't do previously, so, perhaps I shouldn't be looking at you, madam. Perhaps. Okay, this lasts longer in hard mode. This lasts a lot longer, which means that you need to space out the jump scares a lot more. You can't be jump scared too frequently, because I'm gonna guess that 2 jump scares are enough to kill you. That's just my hunch. And I'm not talking about my bad posture. Oh. There was another one, hidden in here by Mr. Tumnus. Now, oh goodness, go away, madam. You're starting to lose your spook. Upon saying that, I'm sure somebody will immediately start writing some utterly awful magazine convincing women that all they have to do is pay enormous sums of money to not lose their spook. Despite the fact that nobody ever knew what a spook was. What am I talking about? I'm complaining about the fact that magazines are a thing that exists. And gouge money out of people for stuff they don't need and want. But that's an argument for another day. Right now, we are here to pilfer and purloin some, quickly, think of a synonym of book that starts with a P, some poems from this person. I'm still curious about the name Slenderina. Like, is she meant to be like Slenderman's wife? Or Slenderman's sister? Or is there any, like, additional depth there? Oh, goodness. I didn't look away fast enough. I guess that's another thing which makes hard mode harder. You have to look away real fast, and I was too busy drivelling on about rubbish. let's go back to the main menu. Okie dokie, that was Slenderina, or Slenderini. That was brilliant. I really, really enjoyed that. It had a lovely variety of scares, variety of bad guys. It had from what little I saw of it, it seemed to have a nice progression of the difficulty. Medium was mediumly difficult rather than usually being sort of massively departed ends of a spectrum. Seemed like a properly developing spectrum, which was nice. Had lovely little extra spooks like the screen in the third level and the painting as well. How each level was sort of different with the bendy corridors, the staircases, the different types of doors, the different cupboards. It was brilliant, really, honestly fantastic, and I think this is an absolutely brilliant game to restart shotguns with. And before anybody says it, shotguns are not dead, obviously, because this is a shotgun. But yeah, I just haven't been doing any shotguns recently because I'm playing a lot of Steam games. Steam games tend to be longer, so they've been making a lot more standalones rather than shotguns. But anyway, that was Slenderina. Let's go and find something else to play. There was a building not far from my home. Nobody knew anything or anyone that lived there. Now, I'll tell you a story. Hello. Press left mouse button to cut. What do you mean to skip? Ooh. Be careful with that, my good bearded sir. Be careful with this incredibly loud ambience as well. What am I walloping? Who am I murdering? Whose body am I dismembering? I have so many questions and no answers. Man's got a heck of a swing on him though, hasn't he? I'm really worried about these audio levels. Inhabitants of the fur forest. The furry forest. Inhabitants of the furry forest. Yes, this won't get me banned off the site or anything, will it? Goodness sake. At least the incredibly loud ambiance is gone now. Okay. This isn't what I was expecting. Who made me come here to work? I'm sorry. What? I was under the impression of a cheap, basic demo for an itch.io horror game. It's so heavy. Which does beg the question why you haven't industrialized and got yourself some sort of a vehicle. But never mind, I guess this is where we're going. Towards this archery course, I suppose. This is surprisingly well put together. Seems clear and brightly coloured. Seems smooth. Everything seems above board. Enough for today. I'm going home to rest. I'm going to leave my very expensive piece of equipment right here. Okay. This is so smooth. This is mysteriously smooth. Why is this so good? There must be something wrong with it. Hello, little piglies. Oh, you're so adorable. Oh, you're animated as well. You're so cute. Can I go inside here? I don't know what this place is. Though, to be honest with you, probably not. I mean, I guess I can leave my stuff over there if I live in a triangular-shaped house. Okay, that's a new one. Someday I'll make it shine, as once it did. I promise. Okay. Why are you having a love affair with the door, my good friend? How am I supposed to get inside? None of the buttons seem to do anything, and it's been giving me tutorials about all the other buttons. I'm guessing it's going to tell me when I need to interact with something. But, completely random, nerdy, side note here. But, his run animation, his sort of stance as he runs, reminds me enormously of the way that super mutants run in Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Ah, that's better. Have my hat off. I'm so tired. You're in a nice place, though. Nice little log cabin. Have some soup. Have some soup. Or whatever this is. I'm not hungry. I'd like to go to bed. Tomorrow will be another hard day. Do you think it's wise to just leave this here? Burning, you blood-stained man. Okay, maybe I won't criticize everything that's going on in this man's life in fear of his chainsaw-wielding, log-carrying, Bloodstain wearing. Somebody murdering my piggies! With my own chainsaw as well, I mean, come on. There's nasty, and then there's just... poor piggies. Who could do such a thing? Oh no, my poor piggies! Where did they get all the other pigs from? I only had 3, and I've seen at least 5. I know, it's terrible, isn't it? They've taken my chainsaw, haven't they? Good thing I've still got my my Far Cry 4 machete here. Gruesome. Why would you be so mean to poor innocent little pink piglies? Oh. Hello. Nice. That's my chainsaw. I have more things to be bothered about than the fact that he's just got your chainsaw. I'd be a bit more... Whoa. Press R to extract the axe. Press tab to lock on the target. Press left mouse button to attack. Press spacebar to avoid attack. What are you talking about? Okay, so that's like a dodge. Unknown. That is the best name for a bad guy. What do you want from me? I want to stab you. Okay, this could take a long time. How do I don't remember half the buttons. You can't give me that many things to remember all at once. Like, he would have cut my head off by this point. He's a terrible butcher. Right, lock and hit. Lock and hit. Lock and hit! This game is gorgeously gory, but at the same time I'm terrible. Okay, right, press R to extract the axe. It's not an axe. Press tab to lock on the target. Press left mouse button to attack. Okay, right, there we are. Well, that's my stamina bar. That answers a lot of questions. Okay, right, I can do this. This is like the Evil Within. Don't know why I said that, given the fact that I have not played the Evil Within, which means that doesn't help me. That's not the point. Point is that this man is rather portly. And that's going to help me out. I'm just going to scoot my blue jacketed boot and get out of here. Oh, get away from my bubble. You really think I'd learn to run, wouldn't you? Instead of just walk. Move! Maybe instead of running away, I should just strike him a bit more. Ooh, run. He does a lot of damage. And again, I guess I've got an awful lot of fat to cut through before I can actually hurt him, haven't I? He's very upset about something or other. Oh, gosh. Hit him! Oh, I haven't got any stamina. Because it's dodging too much. Right, need to breathe. Need to let my old bones rest. Ugh. Why does he walk and sound like a pig as well? Reminds me of like Professor Pig from Batman. I'm not Batman, but I can bat you! Haha! Oh gosh. Don't you do that. I've told you many times, young man. Enough of this. Mischief. This is taking a long time. I feel like both of us would be utterly tuckered out and knackered by this point. Hit him! Right. Sorry, it's really hot in here. We've like reached the peak of the evening heat, and this was a terrible time to play a difficult game. We've barely even been going like 5 minutes yet. Get away from me, goose! He didn't like that. What would you rather I called you? A porcupine? I'm gonna let him wear himself out a bit. Let my stamina regenerate a bit. Really wish I could see whether, like, because it seems like sometimes I hit him and he doesn't seem that much affected. Other times I hit him and he seems a bit more affected. I'm curious whether sometimes that hurts him and like other times it doesn't. Like that definitely hurt him, but I can't really look at his health bar in order to find that out. Okay, just calm, just chill, let him wear himself out. Just like Alfred said in Gotham, the way to defeat a big guy is let him wear himself out. Run, 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 run. Oh dear. It is lovely, however, to have an effective battle in a horror game. Because as much as I agree with the whole, if you can fight an enemy they become less scary, they've managed to balance this quite well. He's remaining scary because of the mystery, I suppose, of the mystery of who he is and why he's here and what he's all about. But also... But, you know, we can still combat him. We can still defeat him. I'll go find your friends. I'll know you're not alone. I'm a heck of a ventriloquist, aren't I? What? Thanks for playing. This short adventure was made for a jam before... You made that in 48 hours? That was incredibly professional for something made so small. In fact, it was incredibly professional, full stop. Inhabitants of the forest will return to discover more about the villains. Yes, please! Giddy, oh, this was really fun, actually. I really, really enjoyed this. This had a... I'm just totally overwhelmed that this was made in 48 hours. This is so smooth and so polished. The bad guy had so many different animations, and I really wish games wouldn't do that. But, he had so many different animations, so many different sounds. That was really impressive. For a little demo, I cannot wait to see what the rest of that game looks like. That is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that. That was Inhabitants of the Furry Forest. That was really good. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you've enjoyed this shotgun. Good to be doing shotguns again. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, look after each other, and good night.